Hey everybody, Nick Man here at the V-Head Ranch on another episode of Is This a True Story or Just a Joke? So I was working for a company called Smart Trek, a really great group of guys, and they had a show in Vegas for advanced military something or another. And they're like, hey, you're coming with us. I'm like, all right. So we go there, and man, they have all this stuff that they're shooting and all this other stuff. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I walk up and I go, hey, am I allowed to shoot this stuff? And I was like, yeah. So I shot a fully automatic, AR-15 or M6. It was be M16. That was so cool. Then I go to the next stand. The guy had, for lack of purpose of describing it, he had two M16s basically glued together, akimbo style. They were like on a tripod where you could swivel them, and you can go 1, 2, or dump. And yeah, I sat there, and I dumped it. That was awesome. And then they had the M1 Browning, which is a 50 caliber, where you sit down and you got this big gun between your legs, and I'm sitting there. I'm dumping, that's like $8 every pounding. Then I sat, what else did I, there was so many cool things. I can't remember all of them. There was on top of a Humvee was these 40 millimeter cannons. And the guy's like, can I shoot it? He's like, yeah. So I sat there and went, doof, doof, shot two of them. It went. And I could see the ordnance exploding. I'm like, that was so cool. It's like, yeah, can't have you shoot anymore, man. That's all right. Then I saw another one where it was a 40 millimeter cannon that you sit on the ground, you hold between your legs, and had a computer on it. And what I did was, he goes, okay, first thing you do is you push this button, and it showed the picture of the tank that I was going to hit. It was a dead tank. But anyway, it's like I pushed a button, it said 612 meters or yards. He's okay, now there's a second dot. Now you want to align these two. So I move the gun up and down, and then that's where it is. He goes, okay, now launch all 5 rounds. I says, he goes, you do one at a time or just dump it. I said, I'm dumping it, because how often do you get to dump 40 millimeter grenades? Come on. And then I just see the tank light up. It was awesome. And then I went, and this guy took 3 50 caliber, the long bullets, and he put 3 barrels on it, and he turned it into basically a Gatling gun for 50 caliber. And it was amazing. And he sat there and they would shoot, and this thing, whenever this thing burped, it burped out there. And this guy, and he just sat there and just dumped. I said, can I shoot it? They're like, no, we can't unless you're a customer, blah, blah, no blue badges, whatever. I'm like, that's all right. I get it, but I'm going to watch other people. They're like, yeah. And then this guy did a cool magic trick. They had a white cinder block wall out there, and he put something on it, and he walked away, and he pushed a button, and the white cinder block turned into white mist. I don't know what that thing was, but boom, and you're like, ugh, you felt that sucker. These other guys, they had some, it was really cool mortars. What they did was, this is the target way out here, and they had a Jeep, and they dropped this thing, and they launched a mortar, 3 of them or something like that. Then he picked it up and went somewhere else, dropped it, launched 2 or 3 more mortars, and he just did positions, but nothing landed. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Once they did all their landings, it was timed perfectly that when he drove away, all the mortars went and I'm like, I want one of those. And then the very last thing was a Gatling gun, a round one. This is the one I personally shot too, and everybody's sitting there, and this thing danced like crazy. And then I'm trying to hold it still, and they're like, you have to dump it, don't do bursts, because it's not made for bursts, because it has to spin, and then if whatever. So they gave me about, I don't know, 3 feet of bullets, maybe 18 inches, whatever it was. I don't know how many rounds. But anyway, I sat there and I looked at everybody, and before I dumped it, I had to say the famous words, get to the chopper! Dude, that was a great day. And it's all a true story. It was amazing. And I wish you could experience blowing stuff up like that. It was awesome.